If you want to grow 2,500 new LinkedIn followers over the next 30 days completely organic with the help of AI without sounding generic, then this video is for you. I will show you how our client Colin achieved this exact growth and also a couple of other clients who achieved similar results. And I will show you also how to achieve similar results, but also which mistakes you have to avoid. Let's dive right into the video. I prepared a little slideshow. So let's look first at the results. So this is Colin, and Colin generated 2,500 new clients with Pressmaster over the last 30 days. All completely organically. Pressmaster AI is obviously an AI tool that streamlines the whole content creation. And here is Colin. Colin achieved 2,500 new LinkedIn followers. His engagement increased by 500%, and he started rolling Pressmaster AI as an agency offer out simply because his contacts were curious how he can post so much great content and how he can grow so fast. So he then even went one step further and used Pressmaster's white label feature to convert now followers from LinkedIn into paying clients. So that's quite a cool approach. We also have here some other case studies. So for example, Tobias achieved for one of his clients 215,000 views just in 6 weeks. So you can see even where he started using Pressmaster, and that was exactly here. And his client posts now 7 days a week, got 215,000 new impressions and reached 140,000 people. So that's like super cool. Ethan even saw a 300% increase in engagement, and he got invited as a speaker within 30 days of using Pressmaster. Dr. Patrick McAvoy generated 7,500 organic views on his website within the first 5 days. He got $100,000 in new pipeline for his customer, and he increased 21,000% increase in visibility. Obviously because he didn't seem to post so much before. But yeah, and another edge case, for example, is Thorsten. So Thorsten is from Germany, and he sells sauna, indoor sauna, custom build. And one of his first posts directly went viral with more than 700 likes and 116 comments, and he generated leads for that for his sauna. So that's an absolute edge case. Now let's look how they did it. First thing, what you have to understand, that we're in a glitch phase basically. Now, how most people use AI right now is they prompt ChatGPT or Claude to write entire posts, and usually use skill sets for that, which is great. I mean, like it's sometimes it's working obviously also, but it has like kind of like no personality and no voice. Yeah, you can use a skill set basically to mirror your voice and create it. But the main thing is like relevance and update. And on the other hand, what you want to have is basically a brain. So the brain looks kind of like this in Pressmaster. So maybe you know this view from Obsidian already, but this Pressmaster has built in, and Pressmaster uses this to basically create fresh content all the time and make it unique and give people insights, and also presents you as an authority automatically. So this is how it looks like. Everything what you basically feed into Pressmaster, all the interviews. Next week we're launching our note taker. So everything from your client meetings or your calls, any meeting basically where the note taker is inside, it gets filtered already for insights. What are the strongest insights basically that work well on social media based on the broad spectrum, what is working well, adapted to you personally, to your style. So that's a super cool feature. Now what our clients did differently, they use Pressmaster or specifically AI as content systems because you need infrastructure. Now social media platforms, they reward consistency because they want frequency. They want a vast amount of content on their platforms, because the more content they have, they can make better decision of who they have to display which content. And on the other hand, if they display the right content, they're looking for great content, for quality content, for new insights, then people stay longer on the platform. They're using the platform more. They're scrolling more. And by scrolling more, they can place more ads. And by placing more ads, the platforms earn more revenue. Simple, okay? So this is what the 1% do, basically planning and research automation. So Pressmaster takes all the information that has about you and researches also in the background. And it creates complete schedules over the next 7, 14 and 30 days, complete automatically. So here are the 5 systems behind our client's success. First is the content brain. That's the twin that I just showed you. So it lays the strategic foundation, the positioning, the audience, the narrative, offers, brands and archetypes. Even your offers gets included. Second is a platform system. So LinkedIn, X, Facebook, YouTube even, TikTok, all there. Third is the creation system. 7-day production cycle, but with Pressmaster even 30-day production cycles are possible. Then there's a performance system so that you get clear analytics for every post, and the AI learns automatically of which posts worked well and which didn't. And last is the topic generation. So infinite content sources. What worked in the past, what works well for competitors, client lessons, and industry shift. If we look in Pressmaster, we also have the Trendmaster inside. So it basically gives you fresh trends that are about to pick up before everyone jumps on them. So what you can see here, for example, is this one, and I can see like in which country it's covered, how the sentiment is, when was the last post, and how many articles, for example, how many posts are covering this trend. And then I get directly content ideas. You see on the side here little bubbles like growth, trust, and conversion content. And what it basically means is that Pressmaster is automatically built to create you growth, trust, and conversion content. Growth content, so you reach a wider audience. This is like broader topics. Then you have trust content to nurture people, to build trust, to build relation. And then you have conversion content where your offer is directly placed. Also from an authorian standpoint, which is quite important because in the end you want to convert people into your offer. Either you want to generate them as leads or directly to push them somewhere to book a call. So this is the conversion part. What I could do now is like either craft an article or a social media post, that's one thing, or if I want to have like a complete schedule, I could go to the Supernova, enable the little brain here, and then basically everything what you just saw from my twin, which resembles my expertise, my offer, what is happening right now, kind of like my own personal context. I can say like, okay, write me a 30-day, 7-day, or a 15-day series for all the platforms, or just for LinkedIn, or just for LinkedIn and X, or just for LinkedIn and Facebook or Instagram. So this is super powerful because it creates the right narrative from my perspective to be seen as a thought leader. On the other hand, also, it creates the right structure of growth, trust, and conversion content automatically. And when it has created that, it also at the same time creates pictures, images, slideshows, infographics with it. So you don't need to stack together your N8N with Nano Banana or your Claude, your automations. It's already inside. And basically I can either pick from working templates that are based on what's working right now on social media the best on certain styles and create my own styles with my own brand logo and so on. Or I can just build it something randomly. So how I did right now. And I have 15 posts of that within a couple of minutes and I can schedule them and it's done. And on the other hand, it also updates itself automatically. So when it sees that a certain format got a lot of resonance, a lot of likes, it uses the kind of like the same structure more in the future. And here's the important part. While stuff that doesn't get a lot of resonance will be used less in the future. And this is a big part how our clients got in such a short amount of time these results. Now let's go back to the presentation. One important factor is authority isn't linear, it compounds. One aspect is obviously the platforms. Like the more you post, the more reach you will get also in the future. On the other hand, it's also called simply mere exposure effect. So the more a brand or a person is visible and appearing in front of our screens, automatically we build more trust towards this brand. Visibility first, then credibility through trust content, and then afterwards we convert them. If we look at the past, this was how it was done before AI. So analysis, topics, creation, review, optimize, distribute. Some people are even doing it today like this because they think, oh, AI can't do it that good like it's promised. Yes, it can. The most important part is structuring your content brain, this twin. So we offer interviews for that, but you can also give your own interviews. And now with a note taker, it even got way easier. So like if you're not using this, like you are basically missing out. So Colin, which you saw earlier, ran all these 5 systems on autopilot. His goal was to get 2,500 followers in 30 days organically. He used Pressmaster with all the 5 systems that I just showed you. He spent $0 on ads and he invested a couple minutes per day, not hours. After 30 days, he got 2,500 new LinkedIn followers, 500% more engagement, zero ad spend, and even started to use Pressmaster's white label function, which costs a little bit extra because it's for agencies, to convert his new followers into clients and build a revenue cash generating machine. And here's how Pressmaster runs all 5 systems on autopilot. So Content Brain, as I showed you already, the twin, it's automated. Platform system automatically optimizes content. Third, creation system, 7 days, 14 days, 30 days, all automatically in minutes. And then performance, it tracks and optimizes based on the numbers. And then topic generation, it looks for viral topics, what is trending right now, and gives you this and creates, based on these things, also relevant topics, so you're always number one. Now, when we look at the sauna post, this is the absolute edge case, because simply it's a B2C product, and usually LinkedIn is seen as the B2B platform, but even he had success. So this is a super strong proof that in the end, like the right content, there is no such platform of just B2B or just B2C. Same like on Facebook, B2B content works very well. Now you can build some of it by yourself. You can build infographics with Nano Banana, you can use skills, you can automate a lot of stuff with NetN, but it takes a tremendous amount of time. But the engine that runs behind Pressmaster, this is something that we build ourselves. We spent millions of dollars for that. Just recently, we raised $4 million in an oversubscribed seed round, and we are making our engine just better. Here's also the proof. I mean, in the end, we have now more than 2,100 paying clients. We are product hunt of the day. We are G2 leader in many categories, many more that we display here actually. And we are Inc. Power Partner. So Pressmaster just works. If you aren't a user yet, just try it yourself. Now the important part, if you want the same results, set it up correctly. Spend time with your twin, like to build it up. So for example, here's my twin. I didn't spend so much time because I used existing YouTube videos. I used notes from myself, which I directly uploaded. We have a bulk upload. And here I get a twin score. My twin, for example, is currently average. As you can see, it can go way higher, but it's also enough for me to use Pressmaster. So it doesn't take too much time. The most important part is which content lands in there. And if you see results, you can take the same roads that Colin took, basically reselling Pressmaster as a white label agency. So let's look back at Tobias. He has an agency, and for his first client, he already got this massive results. Now this client pays him $18,000 per year on a retainer, plus a $5,000 setup fee. So as a one-man show, you can easily handle with Pressmaster 20-30 clients and make over $500,000 per year just with Pressmaster and the white label function. And here's the most important business takeaway in the end. First of all, systems beat hustle. It's very important to have systems. Systems produce consistent outcomes over time. And this is the most important part because the algorithm loves consistency. Second part is glitch phase is real. Now, this is one of the best use cases to monetize AI successfully. Edge cases prove the rule, and growth creates business. So you can use Pressmaster to create your own flywheel and resell it basically as an agency. Same thing what a lot of people did with Go High Level is now possible with Pressmaster. And if you liked this video and you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe please. Otherwise, start your 7-day free trial below the video, and I see you in the next video. Thank you so much.